Why do
I'm sorry, I gotta look at that, not that.
Well, you can talk to me and then we look at that. Yeah. And in today's video, we're going to talk about why gay age gap relationships are so fulfilling and what it means to us. So, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that has been subscribed, the new subscribers. If you want to join the channel and be a member, you can join down below. We go live on Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you are an authenticator. So join the channel, and if you guys want any of my social media, anything like that, the link is down below in the description. So, is there anything you want to say before we start? Like how much you love me, how great I am.
I think you're doing fine.
That's really nice.
I'm obviously very comfortable on camera, so.
He's not the most comfortable, but
No,
he's getting
took
better.
us an hour to decide on what the topic was.
It did. But we were going between two. So we're going to do the other video on the next bed talk with Nick and Mike.
And Pearl.
And Pearl, yeah. All right, so let's get into the topic. I saw some people on TikTok talking about, oh, age gaps, they don't work. You know, of course, there's people in the comments. But what is fulfilling about age gap relationships? For me personally, I'm attracted to older men, so there's no choice. I have to be in an age gap relationship at this point in my life. And what I find fulfilling about that is you have a lot more experience than me.
In what?
When it comes to like everything, because he's lived longer than me. You've been through more things. You've probably bought more cars than me, maybe, depending on how many I've crashed.
You crashed more cars than I have.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
You have definitely more work experience than me, like buying houses, just like I would say everyday life things.
Yeah.
I mean, so when it comes to those situations, like let's say you were 31, same age as me, and we were going through whatever that may be together, it would be new for both of us, which has its positives because you're like doing new stuff together, but you run into a chance of getting ripped off or making a mistake or maybe not, you know.
Making mistakes aren't bad though. Making mistakes are a learning experience.
Yeah, that's very true. But if you can avoid making mistakes and get wisdom from somebody,
true,
then I would take that any day than making the mistake. If I can learn the same thing without making the mistake, why would you not do that?
Well, that's if you listen to what I say, but you don't always listen to what I say.
That's true.
So
that's very true. But for the most part, I do.
Okay. Let's go with that.
Oh, God, here we go. Okay, what don't I listen to you about?
No, I mean, I can't sit here and tell you.
Okay.
I think you make up your own mind. I try to give you advice without being too bossy. How's that sound?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But sometimes it may come across as being
bossy.
Well,
assertive.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Okay, let's stop with the first word.
I love you. Okay, so what would you say is fulfilling about an age gap relationship? Obviously, this is your first one, right?
Yes.
You had 2 ex-wives, an ex-partner that was 10 years younger than you?
Not even.
Not even? 8?
No, 5.
5 years younger than you. Yeah. Okay. So
6.
What has been fulfilling to you about this age gap relationship of 29 years?
Well, first of all, I think it's more the person than it is the age. Because when I first got into this relationship, I was worried about the age. But then once you become accustomed to the person and who they are and what they do and how they make you feel and the things they do for you, all of the age stuff goes away. I do think, though, that we probably wouldn't be in kickball if it wasn't for you saying, Mike, we're going to play. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I do think you bring a certain sort of energy that keeps me young that is very attractive to me as well.
Yeah. And that's a good point that he made about anybody can have a great connection and anybody is good, if it's the right people or chemistry. When I'm saying age gap, I'm just talking about it because that's what we're in. But it ultimately is the person as well. But let's just say, for example, I was 60. Now, would we have signed up for that kickball league, like you said?
It depends on the person, Nick. I don't.
You know what I mean? I know.
So again, it comes back to the person more so than than the age gap. And I don't even think about the age anymore. I don't. It's just not even part of what I think about on a daily basis when I think of you. When we first got together and when we were first, discussing a relationship or being in a relationship, it was a problem. Not a problem. It was a problem
And a concern.
A concern, not only from me but also from friends, from family, from a lot of people.
And how did you get over the concern?
You.
Really?
It was you. I mean, obviously, I got to love you as a person, not you as a 31-year-old.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. All right. So I understand the person to person and who they are. Some people have higher energy. Some people, aren't as social. Some people like sports. Some people like that. But we're going to speak in general. If you're talking about an age gap relationship, in my opinion, it would be that the younger person would bring a different perspective, maybe their generational ideas of what to do in certain situations, trying new things because maybe they haven't tried it and they're still exploring and trying to figure out maybe who they even are. Definitely more of like a upbeat energy. But
true. Very true.
There is 60-year-olds that have that mentality as well.
Yeah, and hopefully that's me, because most of the people that are my age that I went to high school with, or I look at them and I don't think I look like them. I don't think I act like them.
Yeah, I haven't seen the people you went to high school with, but for a 60-year-old, you're definitely not an average 60-year-old.
Well, hopefully my two younger brothers aren't watching this, but you put the three of us in a room together and everybody thinks I'm the youngest. So
yeah, I could definitely see that. And very handsome as well. But you like to, you're right. I mean, 60, you still like to travel. That's like your favorite thing. You do like to try new things. I feel like I have to maybe instigate them or start them. But once I start them, it's like maybe more of the social aspect.
Socially, yeah. I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, there's certain things that you weren't used to that you're trying as well.
Oh, like what?
Well, like food.
Yeah.
Like raising kids, like being in a household together, like having responsibility.
Well,
all of those things.
I have responsibility, guys. But
well, you've always only worried about
yourself
and not necessarily about the rest of the rest of the family or whatever we're doing or the dog's doing or the kids are doing or what we have to make sure, because kids can't always do things for themselves and dogs can't even do things for themselves. So you have to think about that.
It's a very good point.
Mm-hmm. So if I've brought anything to this relationship, maybe it's your appreciation of that.
I will say, yeah, no, you have. No, you've taught me a lot, especially with, I would say, organizational skills. Like, I like everything in order and stuff, but I'm talking like, you're so detail oriented when it comes to like.
Are you saying I'm anal?
We don't need to use that word.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I'm kidding. No, you're not like over the top, but it's like your numbers, like your spreadsheets. I love that, honestly. And I've really tried to like, okay, how much can I like spend or how much can I afford? And I think I'm learning more about that. and really trying to like, the food thing's another one, like really trying to better myself in those areas. And I don't know if that's the way you grew up or you learned that as you've gotten older. And I've taken that away for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 3 kids and you're responsible for them and their well-being and their what they eat, what they do at school, what time they get up, all all of that. What's in the refrigerator to make sure that they have food to eat. I think you've always been used to just stopping get a pub sub on the way home,
I love pub subs.
or go to dinner at a restaurant and just order what's on the menu. I would much rather cook at home and have that.
Yeah, no, I get it. So basically, what we're trying to say in this video is that age gap relationships and any relationship can be fulfilling. Just because you're in an age gap relationship doesn't mean that it's any better or worse. It's the same as another relationship. It's literally just a number that's in between. And you can take
And
the
I'll
good.
be the first to say that I was very skeptical to begin with, but it just seems so natural because we get along so well. We have, we just fit together that I don't even think about the age anymore.
Yeah. And I don't think our family, I mean, my parents and stuff, they seem to really be coming around to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think my family as well. Might be 1 or 2 of them that hopefully aren't watching, that they know who they are.
If you're watching. Yeah.
But, everything takes time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is going to be it for the video.
And I have a way bigger family, by the way, too. So there's more people
seriously?
involved.
What about my mom's side of the family?
Well, I mean, okay. But I'm just saying my immediate family is much bigger than your immediate family.
Okay. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Okay.
But that's basically going to be it for the video. We are headed to a gay business alliance meeting right now, where we're going to share and meet some people, share what we do for work, and then we're going to go to our friend's house for dinner. Pizza. Deep dish Chicago pizza. Hopefully,
Mike, if you're watching this, it better be good because remember, I'm Sicilian.
Yeah, seriously, Mike. If this shit is horrible, I'm putting you on blast on YouTube. No, I'm kidding. But hopefully you guys can meet Mike. That would be great. I just want to thank everybody for the constant support, and we really appreciate all the love, the emails, anything. It's been great. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you enough.
Are we doing a video about this weekend or from this weekend?
We will be going to Fort Lauderdale this weekend, Wilton Manors.
Yep.
If anybody is in Florida and wants to meet us, we will be down there or over there. And I'd love to see you guys. I'd love to meet some subscribers in person.
We did once, didn't we? Didn't someone come up to us?
Yes, and someone commented and said, "Hey, I know you. I ran into you guys in Fort
Okay.
Lauderdale." So I love you all. Have a great day, and
Peace.
peace. That was good.